Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villain Report, and Red Zone Rant. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla, Grosef Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and Maniacs. The nightly podcasts are Palace Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Skull Gang 365, The Huddle Sports Network Open Mic, First and 10 with Foz, Main Event Football Show, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports. Spitballing Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, Puckett, 313 Den Podcast, The Guys Huddle, Shots from the Sideline, Let's Talk Sports, The Michigan Truth Sports Podcast, Off the Rails, NFC Northeast, Power Hours, and Detroit Lions News. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Hope you like all the shows.
All right, yes, it is Lions Talk with Smoke and Jeremy D. For some reason, the lighting's not doing well today, but it's here. How's everybody doing today? Time for my intro.
Here locally in the community, make sure y'all go check out Kneecap Bodies by Jeremy D.
So, good afternoon. Yes, I am wearing my Jack Campbell white with my gray hat because, you know what? I felt like wearing a jersey on my birthday. Yes, and tonight will be the NFL Roundtable Talk, so I'll get to talk more. There is a move that I think Brad Holmes could make to bolster our team on defense. And no, it isn't a trade. No, it isn't a huge splash deal. I'm not into those rumor things. But there is a guy with a ton of guaranteed money on his contract that was just cut by the Eagles yesterday. And it's the type of move that Brad Holmes does make for a one-year rental. And that's Devin White. Him and Vic Fangio, even though Devin White had a good preseason, he has not let him take a snap in the regular season. Granted, he was dealing with a tweaked ankle in week 1, but it's been rumored he's been dressed and ready to play all week. And what literally started to happen happened last week. Every time Jalen Hurts did something wrong, he tweeted about it. He lost his welcome there at the Philadelphia Eagles. So with the guaranteed money that they gave him over the next 3 seasons, he's still paid the next 3 seasons by being cut. So you might be able to get this guy for next to nothing. And that is something that Brad Holmes does. And I could see that possibly being an addition he'd make. Someone cheap, just to get on the roster, to bolster the team without hindering future signings. I think it would be a good move. Will he do it? That's another question. It really depends on how he'd interview, if they brought him in and stuff like that. But I would love to see a move like that done. That would be a happy birthday to me. Devin White was a guy that was a standout at LSU. He did good for the Bucks. He was one of the bigger linebacker free agents. He's got a huge deal for 3 or 4 years with Philly, and now they cut him. You guys agree with that? Solid tackler. He would give us another guy. Yeah, I like Devin White when he was with the Bucks too, but they just couldn't afford him and Levante David in the same backfield. Not as second year, second contract with Levante David is what his fourth contract or third contract, and they couldn't let Levante David go, so Devin White became a cap casualty at that point. What do you guys think of that idea? Bringing in someone like Devin White. I kind of like it. I think it's one of those moves that Brad Holmes would do. It's a good signing. It'll be a cheap signing. You can get him almost on the vet minimum because he has guaranteed money on the book. Put it in the comments. Yes or no. Would you make that deal if you were Brad Holmes? Oh no, Mountain Dew's right here. What comes after work is another story. The NFL roundtable talks might be lit. Hey, you know what, Dan Letter? That's the way we feel work age wise. Yeah, I woke to embark on my 55th trip around the sun. How much will he ask for? It'd be like a vet minimum deal, probably 2 to 3 million. I think we can get him dirt cheap. And guaranteed money on the books. He's already paid by Philly. It it's a win-win type of signing. I could probably get him on less than that if we did a futures contract. Waiting to see JI come in here. Right. I agree, Leonard. It would be one of the best linebackers we had in years, and it would be somebody Jack Campbell could learn from. That, and I think he'd be happy to be a part of another contender. In other news, the Panthers signed PJ Welker back this morning. Congratulations, you got your CFL standout. Man, I'm beginning to think that the Panthers develop quarterbacks like the Bears. Holy smokes. How does somebody get worse with the QB whisperer that just put this juice on quarterbacks that are dying and recovers their careers? So what do you think, guys? Carolina should bring in Tannehill. Can't do any worse than Dalton and Young and everybody else they've had so far. With that, and they had one good game with the O line versus an injured Raiders team. Raiders have now lost Christopher JB the GOAT. Thank you, D community. I think Devin White would instantly put us on the map defensively. Solid tackler, good pass rusher, good in pass coverage. Everything we heard that Jack Campbell was in college, but he's just not at the NFL level yet. He's getting there. He's getting better every game. And it would be somebody that we could put out there in that. Exactly, JB. Their QB play has been atrocious. Um, I'm just calling it like I see it. Will the Bears offense? Thank you, Dwayne Keene. My third year of doing this podcast on my own, and I'm happy with the growth I'm having. We're up at 522 subs. You guys are amazing. know what I want for my birthday? Just this. This is what I love to do. Talking with my fans and the fans of this team and fans of other teams. That's why I do the NFL Roundtable Talk. It is 100% for this reaction. Dan Leonard gives me the big F you. I know that's your IQ, Leonard. Happy birthday, JB. God bless. Yes. And everybody says, why do I say my 55th trip around the sun? Remember, we're born at age 0. So the first year, you don't count as your first birthday till you have it, right? So I've already been on the planet for 54 years with this being my 54th birthday. This is the first day of. He's telling me you're number one, JB. I like that answer better. No, that's how many more times you'll be able to get it up without a blue pill. That's not true. Haven't needed the blue pill yet. Everything's still in working order. It just doesn't work as fast anymore. Thank you, Mrs. Leonard. Breaking news. Dan Leonard says he has a 1 IQ in the chat. Here's what I think of that. I can't do white. I'm too messy. I'll stain that thing the first day. Thank you, Orlando. Orlando Escarpano Jr. Leonard, just so you can see, it's off and retired. I didn't hook it back up. So no more music for people when they come in until I get some new sounders on there. I got to figure out how to program them. It will be fun. Patty Grimes. Happy birthday, JB. Your birthday is 3 days after my sister. I should be able to remember it. Well, happy belated birthday to your sister, Brent. Make sure you guys give a like, comment wherever you're at. And yes, the comment on Twitter does work. So please comment there as well. We just need your YouTube son to chime in with this fantastic comment and a happy birthday. Oh, yeah. But what do you guys think about that? Bringing in Devin White now that he's cut and has that guaranteed money from Philly, might be able to get him on a nice, cheap, prove it deal. Trace, thank you so much. Can't wait to hang out Sunday and go to the Dallas watch party at Ford Field. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I do. I know it's coming. He can't help himself. Oh, they took the pins out. Thank God. Your shoulder's good then, right? Is what they're saying. I hope you get the full range of motion. Any news, JB? PJ Walker was signed. Devin White was cut. We know Robert Salah was fired yesterday. And we were talking about all these places he should go to make somebody's defense better, and we forgot the one place that I think makes more sense than any of them. What if Robert Salah gets hired back to San Francisco with their defensive woes this year because they went from a top 5 defense to bottom 5? They blamed Steve Wilkes for that failure in the Super Bowl when it was more the offensive failure than the defensive failure. about that move. Would that be smart for San Francisco? Bringing back Robert Salah to be assistant defensive coordinator to eventually promote him into play calling? Because their tackling has been abysmal, and they have talent on that roster. It makes no sense. I think it would be a good move. I'm enjoying my birthday mocha frappe. They need him back. Yeah, I totally forgot about that, and I started thinking about it today with how bad their defense is. Going back to San Francisco, and credit to NFL Genius who has his own podcast. I don't know what they dumped the money, bunch of money. What did they dump a bunch of money for? A diva of a quarterback that just got their head coach fired. Ralph Williams, RW Media. Are you ready for tonight too? Thank you, sir. Because I am so ready for tonight. I can't wait to talk football with you guys because that means my work day's done. 79 people have said happy birthday to me so far on Facebook. Thank you, every single one of you, plus every one of you in the chat here. You guys are amazing. I'm no other show due to hurricane. Yeah, I hear you. Um, that hurricane's bad. Send your prayers up. Um, Florida has a website you can go to donate if you want to donate the greenback cash via whatever. Um, but if you want to donate food or clothing, go to your local American Red Cross. Yes, I am on at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, 8 Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. We're doing our pick'ems. Somehow I'm staying above 500. I picked some awful picks, and I admit it. But I pick with my heart and my head at the same time, and at least the ones I pick with my head win. Top QB pass catchers in their first 50 games. Number one was Tom Brady and Wes Welker with 363. Tied with him was Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen. I agree, Brent. Uh, Dwayne King, we need to be ready to play smart and play hard and have fun. We need to keep the foot on the gas pedal the whole game, and we have to play against the Cowboys and Reds. Top 3 moments I have seen live. I'm going to go back to my very first game, seeing. Yes, let's go Tigers at 3 p.m. today. Okay, top 3 moments I have seen live. My very first game, seeing the Billy Sims karate kick the corner to get a first down, to have that become a rule change. Um, Poor Stevie Brown. That's all I got to say. Beating Dallas on the wild card game, and because it was exactly 40 years later. Big Dan Davis in the chat. Happy birthday, JB. Thank you, sir. But the third one, because it was at the home opener, courtesy of my girlfriend at the time, the 2018 home opener, when our rookie Jared Davis chased down David Johnson to stop a touchdown run. What I don't get is when people get their feelings hurt and they don't come around. Yeah, I know, and I do hurt people's feelings, and I admit it. And sometimes they get their feelings hurt because of an opinion that has been proven false. But let's see. Top 10 pass catchers in QB history. Let me go over this list again. Tied at 363 is Tom Brady with Wes Welker and Justin Herbert with Keenan Allen. Drew Brees and Michael Thomas at 350. Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, 348. That's number 4. Eli Manning and Odell Beckham Jr., 337. Scott Mitchell and Herman Moore is number 6 at 326. Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson is at 327. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, 322. Guess who's at number 9 in NFL history? Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown with 321. And then Matt Schaub and Andre Johnson with 319. Yes, thank you, Joseph. So the fact that that is a combination in the top 10 in NFL history through their first 50 games, and we're talking about Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown, how huge is that? That's passes caught, not yards. Lions 38, Dallas 31. He goes, I'm a troll, JB, and you know it. It's going to take a lot to hurt my feelings. Feelings went out the window years ago. Yeah, I just want to know if the Bears offense is actually turning around or did they just have a great game versus the NFL's second bye week? That's my nickname for the Carolina Panthers. The only people that got beat by the bye week, second bye week so far has been the Raiders. Oof, bad look. And that's how many receptions, passes complete they've had. Oh, 1,200 is a lot, but you know what? Considering the price of vehicles these days, I don't even think they're going to score 21, guys. Dallas wasn't able to run the ball until the Pittsburgh defense started to tire. Uh, they used the pass to set up the run. They did it bass backwards. I think we're going to dominate the time of possession, and it might be 21-7 at halftime or 21-3. They do have a great kicker, and I think the final score 34-17. I think all of their touchdown scoring comes from CD Lamb. I don't think we allow either of those guys to rush on us. And Brad Holmes, if you're listening, talk to Devin White today because I would like to see him in the practice facility tomorrow and be able to play on Sunday because I think we could use him. So far, we know that right. It has been improving, but so far, you played the Rams, who are very injured. You played the Titans, who weren't good. You played the Colts and lost. Yes, it was a close game, and you looked things. D Community says 28-13. I don't know why that 34-17 is sticking out in my head. 17. I think it's going to be 21-3 at the half. 17, 1 and 7. Yes, on Devin White. He's an upgrade for our linebacker core. And I'm not saying our linebacker core is bad. I just know at home, Dallas has been absolute dog shit on offense and dog shit on defense. At home, Dallas has been averaging 12 penalties a game in their 2 games. Mr. Futon Mraz. Hello, today is my 25th golden birthday of my quarterly century of a decade. I've got you by 29 years, my friends. Happy birthday to you. And let's also say, happy birthday, Mr. Panay Sewell, that shares our birthday. And may he rest in heaven and have a heavenly birthday. Happy birthday, John Lennon. No, no, no. I'm saying I would love us to grab Devin White. I'm hoping Brad Holmes watching these. Lions don't do good in Dallas, whether it's because they suck or the refs need hearing aids. According to the numbers thus far, Cleveland has played the worst passing defenses as a whole. It's Winston time in Cleveland. Oh, I agree 100%. They couldn't do worse with Jameis Winston. They could accidentally actually win games. Maybe the refs are being fair in Dallas. Yeah, they've averaged 12 penalties per game in Dallas. They've been getting 8 on the road. And that 4 extra penalties, it doesn't sound like a lot. Ooh, newly designed sponsor ornaments are in form, buddy. All right. Did you email them yet? '83 friends already. That would be an excellent upgrade. Agreed. He would be a dominant sub package. No, not yet. Okay. As soon as you email them, I'll put them in the show. I don't know why that is. My mic's still here. Let me see if I can. Is that any better? I just angled the mic a little more. At least I have it off. I don't like it in the view of the camera because I like it overhead. Nice. Lions started the return clock of guard Christian Mahogany today. How soon do you think we see him on the field? I think they will utilize the entire 21 days. They want to make sure he's 100%. And I can't blame him. He's working out with trainers and the coaches on the sideline. He's not a part of the team practices yet. As soon as he becomes a full participant, it should be good. Happy birthday, young man, from Brent DeWitt. Thank you, sir. Yep. Will Vogel says the audio's good here, so it might have been that. Who knows? I'm still in a rental. That could be it. It could be a bad audio cable if you're listening to it in your car. Because I've had that happen before where it actually degraded my sound quality. So, yes, Christmas is coming up, and Leonard is making Christmas ornaments regardless of the team you play for. So, contact Dan, NYG Leonard at gmail.com. not Danny G. Leonard. Yeah, happy birthday, Mr. Fulton. Yes, I try to acknowledge. I will love the Packers one. Nice. Right. That's what I was getting at, Fred Peterson. Any pagan ornament? Of course. Anything worshiping. Sorry I'm late. Go Lions. Thank you, T Bone Lokes. And yes, it is none other than me smoking Jeremy B's birthday. Ryan replying to Dan Leonard Packers, I fixed it for you. No, we haven't picked up Devin White. I'm saying I think Devin White would be a great pickup. I think it would be excellent. Yeah, I think we have seen the last of James Houston being effective in Detroit. I said this could be the case with that type of injury he has. Thank you, T-Bone Lokes. Good to see you again. Thank you, Bo. Uh, like I say, you're born at 0. You're on the earth a year before you turn 1, right? So this is the start of my 55th trip around the sun. I officially was born at 11:59 a.m. October 9th. I was a noon baby. So it's official. I'm 54 by 34 minutes and change. So I'm a twin, and I'm thinking about getting my sister a Jadeveon Clowney Panthers jersey because they both went to South Carolina and she's a Panthers fan too. That would probably be a good one. And I almost would get her a South Carolina jersey. Just saying. And it might be a little bit cheaper than the NFL jersey. Brad Holmes pinches pennies so hard he makes Abraham Lincoln scream. No, I've got it. Brad Holmes pinches Abraham Lincoln pennies so hard he makes the tires flatten at Ford dealerships on Lincoln. I will get in on the next. Yeah, exactly. I do have a email to share with you later, Leonard, from one Mister Patty Grimes. I never thought of it that way. LOL. If we do anything, it's going to be a deal like we did last year. I don't see any really big splashy things happening with the free agency and trade deadline. That's why I like the idea of Devin White. with Philly being on the hook of that guaranteed contract, we could get him for next to nothing for the rest of the season, and it'll be a deal like we did for DPJ because let's face it, we don't have any third round picks. We don't have any fifth round picks. We use those in the move ups for Terrion Arnold, Manu, and Baki. So I believe all we have left is a first, a second, a fourth, a sixth, and a seventh, and a sixth. I don't. They can't afford to. Next year they're already over the cap. They can't afford to take any dead cap on for next year. T-Bone Lopes. That's why they haven't really signed anybody this year. They have to roll that money over to cover their dead cap so they can at least massage that cap room like it's a Deshaun Watson QB for the Texans. It's Henrik Zetterberg's birthday too. That's awesome. Okay. I'm willing to bet money on it. Uh, if Carolina doesn't want to, if the city of Charlotte doesn't want to improve the stadium, I have the feeling Carolina just won't be in Carolina anymore. No, we don't have any third round picks. We don't have a fifth round pick. Because don't forget, we also moved up to get Wingo. That's what we lost the seventh round pick. So we only have four picks this next draft. That's why I don't see us really doing anything unless we trade future stuff. Panthers, Jets, and Browns are all a hot mess, and the Bungles are right there with them too at 1-4. Um, it's going to be a very rough year. And Joe Burrow said it best in his pressure conference. Somebody said, "Aren't you guys a playoff team?" He goes, "Not the way we're playing right now. We're not a playoff team." Yes, it would because they take on dead cap, which hurts this year's money, which lowers the fact that they have enough to cover their overage for next year. It'll save them money this year, but cost them money next year. Does that make sense? Ooh, so his contract is exempt. He'll be let go. Oh yeah, it's almost that time. We'll be doing it. Have to go back to work. Make sure you hit the like button. And happy birthday again, JB. Yeah. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. FGB. So what we're looking at is basically all jerseys shipped are going to that we order for our customer, our fans who are now becoming our customers. It's 65 a piece. That includes shipping. That's a stitched jersey just like this one. Yep. Dwayne Keane says F them all. 100%. I get it. I know what you want, Patty. I just responded to your email, gave you your price. And when I get them, we can meet up, maybe go have a beer and dinner or something together. Because if I'm doing that and you're local like this, just like my buddy Steve Bauer and other ones, I'd rather hand deliver them and save the mailing fee. I just wanted it because I never had a white away jersey, and I like Jack Campbell, so I ordered it. And Jack Campbell every day. Hope to make it to Michigan one day soon. I know we don't have any NJTC01. Question from a latecomer. What do you think of Brian Branch's performance as a safety? Brian Branch, when he's been able to play, has been very well. I think he plays with a reckless abandon like Louis Delmas, and with his diminutive size, it's detrimental to his health. He may have to clean up how he tackles for his own health concerns. That's just my personal opinion. I think he plays great. I think he has the potential to be a top 10 safety in the league. Will it be this year? Possibly not. But I think down if he stays healthy and continues to play at his high level, he will be great. Because when you're smaller like that and you hit so hard, it makes injuries easier. Okay, I forgot we did get some picks back from trades. Yes, I do. I think we need to use Kirby Joseph more in that single high safety look because Brian Branch is the better tackler. As we saw, we missed last week because when he was out, a lot of those big runs came up the middle. Probably San Francisco is who we want to win for seeding, but I think the Seahawks will win because the San Francisco's a dumpster fire. They are playing awful right now. Even Brock Purdy looks bad. They miss CMC a lot because it doesn't give him that safety valve in the backfield, which has been bolstering his passing rating numbers and completion percentages. They don't miss a beat in the running game, but they miss those. Ooh, um, Dwayne Keene, look into NFL HDT.TV. 99 bucks a year, you get every channel and you get every professional sports game live stream. You're just a minute behind live. It's worth every penny. That's how I keep up with all the games. So I forgot we got some picks back. We got a seventh round pick from the Cowboys. So we do have that pick. We have a sixth round pick from the Buccaneers. We do have the fifth, and we got a fourth round pick from the Eagles. Yeah, uh, Hafanga, he's out for a while, but we don't have a third round pick. I forgot we got some picks back in some of these trades, and that's what I just know what picks we sent is what I was getting at. So we got a first, a second, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. Hmm. Yeah, and we saw that. That offense looked totally different without Aaron Jones back there. Tyson Chandler is not the guy. Um, and if Aaron Jones has to be out a few weeks, it's going to really hurt them. Hey, I'm glad I could help. I'm hoping that we grab a center in the first two rounds and start grooming him to eventually replace Frank. What happened to Aaron Jones? Re-aggravated the hip that he had surgery on in the off season. I don't know what the long term prognosis is. If he doesn't need surgery, he could be back. I don't mind those free apps like that, but at times they put more ads in there than are needed and ads for like crazy stupid channels. idea of just being able to watch the street. Old Man River broke his hip. But be prepared. Nobody needs to head down there now because, right now is when the hurricane is there. I do know some people that have some people there that were helping after the last hurricane, and now they're getting another, and those people are trapped there now. So let's not be hasty in trying to run to help. Let's wait till this is done. My cousin lives down near a town near Jacksonville, and in that little town next to hers was a nudist colony. I heard they're wiped out, and I mean where the nudist colony is in Florida. Did you hear the weatherman? There's nuts and silicone everywhere. I'm awful. Sorry. Florida ain't caught a break this year, and it sucks that Milton's making landfall on my birthday. It's another disaster that's happening at this time of year. But to quote my buddy Mel Farr Jr., like he said last night on Inside the Pigskin, hey, if you want tax-free places to move to where you don't have to worry about a hurricane, Wyoming is better. Yes, it is that time. Of course, who we play this week is these guys. The Cowboys. And Jerry Jones, too, that asshole. We're going to go from the bottom up. In fourth place, the basement of the division. It fucked the Packers with a 3-2 record. In third place, fuck the Bears. In second place, the Mighty Lions. And in first place, with a 5-0 record, they can get skull fucked. Yep, some people only have the clothes on their back, and those people don't even have. I understand that, and that's why I said if you got to donate to the American Red Cross, all food and clothing there. God, is that you? Don't forget to check us out tonight at 9 p.m. with the NFL Roundtable Talks. I know I'll have Mike Johnson, I'll have Big Strilla. Hopefully, I have Von Doom, uh, Ralph Williams, Will Vogel will be there, possibly Jordan Edelman. I mean, Jordan Davison, the Patriots guy, and Ken Catalone, the Packers guy. We'll have a full house. Who knows? Just because you worship him, it doesn't make him a god, Will. Thou shalt not speak in vain. I'm just playing. And last but not least, I have to give homage to my sponsor. Brandon Service, right at the corner of South Grand Traverse and West Atherton Road, 602 West Atherton Road. In Flint, where the water's shit, but the tires are good. Stop in and check us out. 45 bucks and up and on the tires, depending on size and condition. If you need new tires, please call to get your quote. 810-233-8230. Talk to George, Red, or myself. This has been Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B. And I am Smoking Jeremy B. Check us out tonight. It's been a blast. Much love to everybody in the chat. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. And let's talk to a rival fan base, then